Hi everyone. In this video we will go briefly on an introduction to Tableau. So you should have already received the directions how to download Tableau, and you have already been provided with the key or the product key for Tableau, so you should have it already installed. So I already have it installed here, so I will just double click on it quickly. It's asking me to activate. I haven't activated it with the product key, so I will just continue the trial for the sake of time. And this is what you will see, which is asking you to connect. So this is what we really need to do. So we need to connect Tableau to a file that has our data set. So in our case, we can have our data set in Microsoft Excel, some cases it may be in text file, and those are the compatible software or text files or files that are compatible with Tableau. So in our case, we are interested in Microsoft Excel. So let's click on Microsoft Excel, and I already provided you with a zipped folder that has also this file, which is Global Superstore. So I'll just click on this guy and say open. Now it will open to this particular screen, as you can see here. And in this screen, I have actually the different sheets or the different tables that are in that Excel file. So you have one sheet that has orders data set and people data set and returns data set and so on. So another, you can see here, another link or box that is asking us if we want Tableau to interpret this data for us. So you can click on it if you want. This will clean it up and recognize that the first row as your columns names and so on. So it will do some good work for you. So for us, I will keep this now for the sake of time. So what I need to do is I need to select the file or the table that I will be working on and drag it to where it says drag sheet here. So that's what I need to do. So in this case, I am interested in the orders table or sheet. So I'll drag it here. And now it is populating all the columns with its data sets, with its values in the cell values. So as you can see here, it is recognizing ABC basically refers to the data type as text. And here the calendar basically refers to the data type as dates. And the numeric refers to numbers as numbers, and then as you can see the globe sign refers to locations and so on. So those are the data types that we will be dealing with. So it seems to be Tableau recognized our data set accurately. So now we will move on to the next step, and here you will notice that whether we want our connection to be live or extract. So the live connection, basically, if there is any changes in the source data in the Excel file that I just actually connected from my desktop, if there is any changes in that Excel file, it will be reflected in the visualizations, in the dashboards that we have in Tableau. So it's up to you to make it either live or extract. So extract means it is not live. So whatever changes you do to the Excel file, it will not be reflected in Tableau. Sometimes if you have a large data set and you make it live, it might slow down your Tableau, but again, this is up to you. For me, I will keep it live as it is the default. So now I will move on to the next step where I will go to where it says go to worksheet. So I will go to sheet 1. So now this is actually the screen, or this is where we will be working with visualizations. So if you notice here in the left side, we have dimensions category, and then we have the measures category. So the dimensions category refers to those categorical values that are text. They are non-numeric values. And in the measures, those are numeric values that are continuous variables, you can say. So now you can also see that we have the columns area, and then we have the rows area, and we have also what we call them the cards, or we call them the pills. So we will refer to those later on when we do the exercises later. And then we have the filter area. So now let's start by going through some examples kind of to get started. I gave you a handout, and I will let you kind of first watch this video, and then if you want to follow that by yourself, feel free to do that. So now let's, we already connected our data. Now let's do a quick visualization. So what I will do is I will drag category from the dimensions here, and I will put it in the columns area or shelf. So you will notice that I have the columns or the categories as furniture, supplies. Basically, this is a retail store that is global superstore. So the categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. And then I will drag the region. So the region, and I'll put it in the rows shelf. So now you will see that I have really nice rows and I have nice columns. So now I need to drag and drop the sales into the text. So instead of those texts, I need the sales numeric values to be replaced with. So I will drag the sales from here and drop it into the text. So now you will see that I have numbers instead of text. So now I will also need, I can actually use more than one row or more than one dimension and sub-dimension for rows and also for columns. So now I will need to drag segment to the row shelves. So I not only by region, but I want also by segment within the region as a category. So segment, I'll drag it and drop it here. So you will notice that I have segment for each region and the sales of their sales. So now I will continue and I will actually add. So now it looks really nice that I have numbers, but it doesn't tell me if I want to know which region or which product from all those regions is giving me the most profits or the most sales, you can say. It's very hard to figure it out just by looking at the numbers. So we need visualization. So for that, I will drag the sum sales from here and drop it here in the columns area. So I'll drag it and drop it here. Now you can see that I have really nice visualization for each region and for each segment and also for each category. But this is not enough yet. So let me continue and I will drag also, I need to add some color as well. So let me add or drag the region to color. So I'll drag it and drop it here on the color pill. Now it is giving me better visualization. So easily I can recognize which consumer or which segment and which region that I had the most sales in. So that was really quick visualization, how to create a visualization using Tableau. And also then you will notice that we have here dashboarding, and we will do some examples later on, and also new stories. So let's start with, I will start a new story. So by clicking on that guy, and then I will drag the sheet that I just created. I called it sheet 1, and you can always rename this guy. So I'll drop it here, and then you can just give it a really nice title. For example, in this case, you can say this is the first story. And then if you want to make modifications to this, you can always actually copy or duplicate this guy and then make your own modifications to it and save it. So this is just an introduction, and then we will continue with other videos later on.